Hi, everyone. It's a true honor to be here today, and I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to speak with you. We live in a world that often pushes us to conform, to put on masks, and to seek approval from others. But what if I told you that the greatest strength is not improving yourself, but in truly being real? Today, I want to dive into the idea that we should be true to ourselves, but never feel the need to prove it to anyone. Be real, but never try to prove it is more than just a catchy phrase. It's a philosophy, a way of life. And it's about embracing who we are, letting go of the pressure to perform for others, and finding peace in simply existing as our authentic selves. So let's explore how living authentically can transform our lives, relationships, and the way we view ourselves. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to sharing this journey with all of you. Life is a journey filled with expectations, judgments, and the incessant desire to prove ourselves to the world. Yet in the midst of all this noise, one of the most profound truths we can embrace is the power of authenticity. Being real is not about convincing others of who you are. It's about living a life so true to yourself that you no longer feel the need to explain or justify your existence. We live in a society that thrives on perception. Social media platforms have become stages where people project idealized versions of their lives, curating moments to impress others. In this constant battle for validation, it's easy to lose sight of who we truly are. But authenticity isn't about seeking approval. It's about embracing your unique journey, values, and experiences, no matter how unconventional they may seem to others. Being real starts with self-awareness. It requires the courage to face your truth, your straws, flaws, dreams, and fears. And it's about understanding what makes you who you are, independent of external expectations. When you know yourself deeply, you become unshakable. You stop chasing applause and start living in alignment with your purpose. When the opinions of others lose their power over you because you are rooted in something far more significant, self-respect. But here's the challenge: when you live authentically, not everyone will understand you. Some may criticize, judge, or even doubt you. That's when the temptation to prove yourself creeps in. You want to shout from the rooftops, "This is who I am. See me, acknowledge me, accept me." Yet proving yourself only drains your energy and shifts the opus away from what truly matters, living your life on your terms. True strength lies in letting your actions speak for you. When you're authentic, your energy naturally resonates with those who are meant to be in your life. You don't have to justify your choices and defend your character to anyone. The right people will see your worth without you having to spell it out, and the wrong people's opinions won't matter. When you try to prove yourself, you give others the power to define your worth. You place your value in their hands, hoping they'll approve of you. But here's the truth. Your worth isn't up for debate. It doesn't fluctuate based on someone's opinion of you. You are valuable simply because you exist. Every breath you take, every step you walk, and every dream you chase is a testament to your inherent worth. The need to prove yourself often stems from insecurity. It's a reaction to a fear of rejection or inadequacy. But think about this: if you're constantly proving, you're not truly living. You're performing. You're molding yourself into what you think others want you to be. And in the process, you're losing sight of your essence. Life is too short to be spent performing. It's meant to be lived boldly and unapologetically. Being real doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean you have all the answers or that you never make mistakes. In fact, authenticity embraces imperfection. It acknowledges that you're a work in progress, constantly learning and evolving. When you accept this truth, you free yourself from the impossible burden of perfection and open the door to genuine self-love. Consider the people who inspire you most. Chances are they're not the ones who try to appear flawless. They're the ones who are honest about their struggles and vulnerabilities. Their realness draws you to them because it reminds you of your own humanity. Authenticity has a magnetic quality. It inspires, connects, and uplifts. By being real, you give others permission to do the same. The beauty of authenticity is that it liberates you from comparison. When you're true to yourself, you realize that your journey is incomparable to anyone else's. You stop measuring your success against others because you understand that your path is uniquely yours. You're no longer competing. You're thriving in your own lane. Proving yourself often leads to a life dictated by others' expectations. You start making decisions based on what will impress or please others rather than what truly aligns with your heart. This is a surefire way to dissatisfaction. But when you live authentically, you reclaim your power. When you make choices that honor your values, desires, and dreams, you build a life that reflects who you truly are, not who the world expects you to be. There's immense freedom in not trying to prove anything to anyone. When you let go of this need to focus on what truly matters, your growth, your passions, and your relationships. You can invest your energy into becoming the best version of yourself, not for the sake of approval, but for the sheer joy of living a fulfilling life. Being real also means being consistent. It's about showing up as your true self in every situation, regardless of who's watching. This consistency builds trust, not just with others, but with yourself. When you're true to who you are, you can look in the mirror with pride and confidence, knowing that you're living integrity. Letting go of the need to prove yourself doesn't mean you stop striving for greatness. On the contrary, it allows you to channel your energy into meaningful pursuits. And you're no longer driven by the fear of judgment, but by the passion for your purpose. Your actions become a reflection of your inner truth, and that's where real success lies. It's important to remember that not everyone will understand or appreciate your authenticity, and that's okay. You're not here to be liked by everyone. You're here to live your truth and make an impact in your own unique way. Those who truly matter will respect and support you for who you are, not for who you try to be. When you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage to be real creates a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to embrace their own truth. And this is how we create a world where people are valued for who they are, not for the image they project. In a world that constantly pressures us to conform, being real is an act of rebellion. It's a declaration that you are enough, just as you are. It's a reminder that your worth isn't tied to your achievements, possessions, or social status. You are valuable simply because you're you. So be real, but never try to prove it. Let your life be a testament to your authenticity. Let your actions speak louder than words. Trust that the right people will see your light, and the rest will fade into the background. Remember, you don't need to shout your truth, you just need to live it. Embrace the freedom that comes with authenticity. Walk through life with your head held high, knowing that you're living in alignment with your values and purpose. Let go of the need for validation and find peace in being unapologetically yourself. In the end, the only person you need to prove anything to is yourself. When you can look in the mirror and say, I am proud of who I am, you've already won. You've already succeeded in the most meaningful way possible. So be real. Be unapologetically, wholeheartedly, undeniably real. And never ever feel the need to prove it. Your truth is enough. Your journey is enough. You are enough. Authenticity over validation. Authenticity over validation emphasizes the importance of living true to yourself rather than seeking approval from others. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your worth through the eyes of others. The social media societal expectations and peer pressure often push parents their lives, presenting only the aspects that might gain applause. This pursuit of validation can become a cycle that leaves you feeling empty, as external approval is fleeting and never truly satisfies the deeper need for self-acceptance. When you choose authenticity, you prioritize your inner truth over external judgments. It means aligning your actions, words, and decisions with your values and beliefs, even if it isn't popular or widely accepted. Authenticity isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about embracing who you are, flaws and all, and recognizing that your unique journey is valid, regardless of how others perceive it. This mindset frees you from the exhausting cycle of trying to meet others' expectations. Seeking validation often involves shaping your behavior to fit into what others want or expect. And this compromises your sense of self and creates a life disconnected from your true desires and purpose. Over time, it can lead to frustration and a sense of unfulfillment. Choosing authenticity over validation requires courage, as it may mean facing criticism or rejection. However, the reward is profound. A life that feels meaningful and true because it reflects who you genuinely are. By living authentically, you gain a sense of peace and confidence that no amount of external approval can provide. People may or may not agree with you, but their opinions no longer hold the power to dictate your happiness or self-worth. When you are authentic, your energy naturally draws in those who appreciate and resonate with your true self. Instead of performing for validation, you create deeper connections in a life that feels genuinely aligned with your values. Self-awareness is key. But self-awareness is the foundation of living an authentic and fulfilling life. It is the ability to look inward and understand your emotions, values, and motivations. When you are self-aware, you gain clarity about who you are and what matters most to you. This clarity acts as a guide, helping you navigate decisions, relationships, and challenges with confidence and purpose. Without self-awareness, it's easy to drift through life, influenced by external expectations and disconnected from your true self. Developing self-awareness requires honesty and introspection. It means recognizing both your strengths and weaknesses without judgment. By acknowledging your imperfections, you create space for growth and self-compassion. It also involves identifying patterns in your behavior and understanding how your past experiences shape your present reactions. This deeper awareness allows you to respond to life's challenges with intention rather than reacting impulsively or defensively. It empowers you to make choices that align with your authentic self. When you lack self-awareness, you may find yourself living according to other standards or seeking external validation to fill an internal void. This disconnection from your true self often leads to dissatisfaction and confusion. Self-awareness, on the other hand, brings clarity to your priorities and purpose. It helps you set boundaries, focus on your goals, and live in a way that reflects your values. By understanding your triggers and fears, you can address them with compassion rather than allowing them to control your actions or decisions. The journey of self-awareness is ongoing and requires intentional effort. It might involve self-reflection, seeking feedback from trusted sources, or even exploring mindfulness practices. As you deepen your understanding of yourself, you have a stronger sense of identity and resilience. This inner strength becomes a powerful tool for living authentically, as it frees you from the need to conform to external expectations. Instead, you move through life with confidence, knowing that your path is uniquely yours. Actions speak louder, and now effect louder. Actions speak louder emphasizes the idea that what you do holds more weight and truth than what you say. Words can be easy to utter, but actions require effort, commitment, and consistency. They reveal your true character, intentions, and beliefs. People may hear what you claim to stand for, but they will truly believe in you when your actions align with those words. In the end, it's through your behavior and the way you show up in the world that your weapon of authenticity and values therefore evident. And when you act with integrity, you don't need to announce your virtues or defend your choices constantly. Instead, the way you treat others to handle challenges and pursue your goals speaks volumes about who you are. For instance, someone who claims to be hardworking but doesn't follow through on their commitments will eventually lose credibility. On the other hand, a person who quietly puts in the effort, stays consistent, and achieves results earns trust and respect naturally. Your actions are a reflection of your internal beliefs and a testament to your character. Focusing on actions also shifts your energy from explaining yourself to living out your truth. The need to convince others of your intentions or authenticity diminishes when your behavior consistently aligns with your words. It allows you to lead by example, inspiring those around you not through persuasion but demonstration, whether it's showing kindness, perseverance, or discipline. The choices you make and the steps you take define your legacy far more than any words could. Ultimately, actions create impact. Words may inspire momentarily, but actions leave a lasting impression. People are drawn to consistency and evidence of genuine effort. By focusing on what you do rather than what you say, you build trust and authenticity in your relationships and endeavors. You don't have to prove yourself through explanations. Let your actions showcase your truth and speak the language of your character. Your worth is inherent. Your worth is inherent means that your value as a person exists simply because you are, not because of what you achieve, own, or how others perceive you. In a world that often ties worth to external accomplishments, it's easy to forget this fundamental truth. Society encourages us to chase titles, recognition, and material success as measures of our value. However, these are fleeting and can never truly define who you are. Your worth is intrinsic. It is a constant that does not depend on circumstances or validation from others. When you understand that your worth is inherent, you free yourself from the exhausting pursuit of proving yourself. You no longer feel the need to meet every expectation or seek approval to feel valuable. This realization allows you to embrace your imperfections and celebrate your individuality. You are not defined by your mistakes or shortcomings because your value goes deeper than any external situation. It is rooted in the uniqueness of your existence, something no one else can replicate. Failing to recognize your inherent worth often leads to insecurity and dependence on others' opinions for self-esteem. You might find yourself trying to earn acceptance or love by altering who you are or sacrificing your own needs. But this is a losing battle because external validation is temporary and unpredictable. When you internalize the truth of your inherent value, you create a strong foundation of self-respect. This empowers you to set boundaries, honor your desires, and live authentically, no longer swayed by the judgments of others. Living with the understanding of your inherent worth brings a sense of peace and stability. It allows you to approach life with confidence and gratitude, knowing that you don't need to achieve, possess, or prove anything to be enough. This doesn't mean you stop striving for growth or excellence. It means that your journey toward these goals comes from a place of abundance. If you recognize that your value is already intact and everything you pursue is an extension of the richness you carry within. Proving drains energy. Proving drains energy highlights the toll that constantly seeking validation or trying to convince others of your worth takes on your emotional and mental well-being. When you feel the need to prove yourself, you invest significant effort in curating your image, defending your choices, or demonstrating your abilities to others. This endless striving often leads to stress and exhaustion because it pulls your focus away from what truly matters, living authentically and pursuing your goals for yourself, not for approval. The act of proving comes from a place of insecurity where you feel your worth is tied to how others perceive you. This mindset creates a cycle of dependency as you rely on external validation to feel good about yourself. And the problem is that the approval of others is unpredictable and temporary. No matter how much you prove, there might always be someone who doubts or criticizes you. The energy spent trying to win over everyone is not only draining but also futile, leaving you feeling empty and frustrated. When you're constantly trying to prove yourself, you lose sight of your own needs and priorities. Your energy is diverted toward pleasing others or managing their perceptions rather than focusing on your growth and happiness. This can lead to burnout and a lack of fulfillment because you're living for others instead of for yourself. Additionally, the constant need to prove can make you hyper-aware of external judgments, preventing you from taking risks or embracing opportunities that might not be universally approved. Choosing to stop proving yourself is liberating. It allows you to reclaim your energy and redirect it toward meaningful pursuits that align with your values and goals. When you let go of the need to prove, you stop seeking permission to be yourself. Instead, you live with confidence, knowing your worth doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion. This shift not only brings inner peace, but also allows you to focus on what truly enriches your life. Embrace imperfection. Embrace imperfection means accepting yourself as you are, including your flaws and shortcomings, rather than striving for an unattainable ideal of perfection. Society often glorifies flawlessness, creating pressure to appear perfect in every aspect of life. However, perfection is an illusion that only leads to frustration and self-doubt. Embracing imperfection is about recognizing that being human inherently includes making mistakes and having limitations. It allows you to see your flaws not as weaknesses, but as opportunities for growth and authenticity. When you accept imperfection, you free yourself from the constant pressure to meet unrealistic standards. This acceptance fosters self-compassion, enabling you to treat yourself with kindness even when you stumble or fall short. It also helps you move past the fear of failure as you understand that mistakes are not the end, but a natural part of learning and evolving. By embracing imperfection, you shift your focus from avoiding errors to gaining insights and making progress, which is far more fulfilling and constructive. Living with a mindset of perfectionism often creates barriers in relationships and personal growth. It can make you overly critical of yourself and others, leading to feelings of inadequacy and disconnection. Embracing imperfection, on the other hand, fosters genuine connection and relatability. People are drawn to authenticity, and when you allow your imperfections to show, it invites others to do the same. This creates deeper, more meaningful bonds based on mutual acceptance and understanding. By embracing imperfection, you cultivate resilience and confidence. You learn to see challenges and setbacks, not as reflections of your worth, but as natural experiences that contribute to your journey. This perspective shifts the narrative from needing to be perfect to value and practicing outlaw. SF for authenticity. It empowers you to live more freely, taking risks and pursuing goals without the burden of unrealistic expectations. In the end, embracing imperfection is a profound act of self-love that honors your humanity and individuality. Authenticity attracts genuine connections. Authenticity attracts genuine connections means that being true to yourself naturally draws people who resonate with your real personality, values, and intentions. When you live authentically, you express your true thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without trying to conform to external expectations. This honesty and openness create a magnetic quality that fosters trust and relatability. People feel more comfortable and connected with you because they can sense your sincerity and are inspired by your courage to be yourself. In contrast, trying to fit into roles or personas to gain approval often leads to shallow or strained relationships. When you're not authentic, the connections you form are based on a version of yourself that isn't genuine, making it hard to maintain or deepen those relationships. Over time, this can lead to feelings of loneliness or dissatisfaction, as the bonds you've created don't truly reflect who you are. Living authentically ensures that the relations you build are meaningful and grounded in mutual understanding and respect. Being authentic also encourages others to put themselves around you. When you show vulnerability and honesty, it sets a tone that gives others permission to do the same. This mutual authenticity creates a foundation for deeper, more fulfilling connections. Whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or professional interactions, people value the trust and comfort that come from knowing they are engaging with someone who is real and transparent. These genuine connections are more resilient because they are built on truth rather than pretenses. Authenticity doesn't mean you'll connect with everyone, but that's the beauty of it. By being true to yourself, you naturally filter out relationships that aren't aligned with your values and evaluate those that truly complement and support your journey. This process allows you to invest your time and energy in meaningful connections that nurture and inspire. In living authentically, you not only enrich your relationship, but also create a life surrounded by people who truly see and appreciate you for who you are. Freedom from comparison. Freedom from comparison refers to liberating yourself from the habit of measuring your worth or success against others. In a world where achievements, possessions, and appearances are constantly showcased, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. This mindset can lead to feelings of inadequacy or envy, as someone else's strengths or accomplishments might overshadow your own in your eyes. Letting go of comparison allows you to focus on your unique journey and appreciate your progress without the weight of external benchmark. When you stop comparing, you realize that everyone's path is different, shaped by their individual circumstances, choices, and timing. What works for one person may not work for another, not when that's okay. Instead of fixating on how you measure up to others, you can channel your energy, self-growth, and discovering what truly fulfills you. By focusing on your own goals and values, you create a sense of purpose that isn't influenced by outside opinions or societal standards. Comparison often steals joy by shifting your attention away from what you have to what you lack. This mindset prevents you from celebrating your achievements and appreciating the blessings in your life. Freedom from comparison, on the other hand, fosters gratitude and self-confidence. It allows you to recognize your unique talents and contributions without diminishing the worth of others. This perspective not only brings inner peace, but also strengthens your ability to support and cheer for other successes without feeling threatened or less than. Living free from comparison helps you cultivate authenticity and resilience. You learn to define success on your own terms, rather than adopting someone else's standards. This independence creates a sense of empowerment as you trust in your path and embrace the challenges and victories that come with it. By focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, rather than a better version of someone else, you unlock your full potential and live a life rooted in confidence and self-fulfillment. Living consistently. Living consistently means aligning your actions, values, and beliefs in a way to mainstay Renee's. It's about being reliable and true to yourself, ensuring that who you are in private matches who you present in public. Consistency builds trust, not only with others, but also with yourself. When your actions reflect your principles day after day, you establish a sense of integrity and authenticity that speaks louder than words. Being consistent requires self-awareness and discipline. It's not about perfection, but about striving to live in accordance with your values, even when it's inconvenient or challenging. For example, if honesty is a core value, then living consistently means telling the truth, even when a lie might seem easier. This steadiness reinforces your identity and makes your decisions more straightforward, as they are guided by a clear set of principles rather than fluctuating emotions or external pressures. Living inconsistently, on the other hand, can lead to mistrust. When your actions contradict your words or values, others may question your sincerity, and you may even begin to doubt yourself. Inconsistency creates internal conflict as you struggle to reconcile who you want to be with the choices you make. Over time, this disconnect can erode your confidence and sense of purpose. Consistency, however, fosters harmony and clarity, enabling you to move through life with a strong sense of direction. Consistency also inspires others as it demonstrates reliability and commitment. Whether in relationships, work, or personal goals, people value those who stay true to their word and follow through on their promises. Living consistently doesn't mean resisting growth or change. It means evolving in ways that align with your core values. This approach not only strengthens your relationships and reputation, but also creates a life of fulfillment, authenticity, built on the solid foundation of integrity. Inspire others with realness. Inspire others with realness emphasizes the power of authenticity in motivating and connecting with people. When you are genuine and transparent about who you are, your experiences, and your journey, it resonates deeply with others. Realness breaks down barriers and makes people feel understood and stood. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about being honest about your struggles, growth, and victories in a way that shows others they can overcome challenges too. Authenticity inspires because it is relatable. When you share your true self, others see that they are not alone in their feelings or struggles. It reminds them that imperfections are part of the human experience and that growth is possible despite setbacks. This honesty creates a safe space for others to embrace their own vulnerabilities and find the courage to move forward. By showing that success doesn't require perfection, you empower others to believe in themselves and take action toward their goals. Being real also builds trust and credibility. People are naturally drawn to those who don't pretend to be something they're not. When you show up as yourself, flaws, fears, and all, it sends a powerful message that authenticity is more valuable than appearances. This inspires others to prioritize their true selves over societal expectations or external validation. Your realness becomes a source of encouragement, demonstrating that authenticity and success can coexist and thrive together. Inspiring others with realness isn't about putting on a display. It's about living authentically and allowing your life to speak for itself. Your actions, choices, and resilience in the face of challenges serve as a testament to the power of being true to who you are. This kind of inspiration has a lasting impact because it encourages others to look inward embrace their uniqueness, and live in alignment with their values. Realness creates a ripple effect, spreading empowerment and authenticity wherever it touches. In the end, the most powerful and liberating truth is that you don't need to prove your worth to anyone. Well, your value lies not in what others think of you, but in how you live authentically, embrace your imperfections, and align your actions with your beliefs. By choosing authenticity over validation, focusing on growth over comparison, and letting your actions speak louder than words, you unlock a life of genuine fulfillment and purpose. Real connections are born when you show up as your true self, unapologetically and without pretense. Energy once drained by trying to prove yourself can be redirected toward creating, growing, and becoming the best version of who you are meant to be. Living consistently and embracing the freedom from comparison allows you to trust your unique journey and inspire others through your courage and realness. Remember, your worth is inherent. It cannot be diminished or enhanced by external opinions. By being true to yourself, you naturally attract the people and opportunities meant for you. This authenticity not only enriches your life, but also leaves a lasting impact on those around you. So stop seeking validation, embrace who you are, and live boldly in your truth. The world doesn't need perfection, it needs your realness. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this message. I hope the words shared have inspired and empowered you to embrace your true self and pursue your journey with authenticity and purpose. Remember, the power to create change and live boldly lies within you. Keep believing in yourself, stay true to your values, and never stop growing. Wishing you strength, success, and fulfillment on your path ahead. Goodbye for now and take care.